Hey, in this week's episode of Topical English Vocabulary with me, Teacher Tiffany, you are going to learn 5 new English terms related to cultural etiquette in different countries. As an English learner, your goal is to speak English confidently and fluently. In order to do this, you must know the terms connected to specific topics. So, are you ready? Well then, let's jump right in. All right, so our first term related to this topic is courtesy. Good. Again, courtesy. Excellent. Now, what does this term courtesy actually mean? It refers to polite behavior and actions that show respect and consideration for others, often varying across cultures. It shows that you respect the other individuals you are interacting with. For example, in my culture, if someone is speaking to you, you don't really speak over them. You listen, right? When you meet someone for the first time, you normally shake their hand. This is a courtesy, right? So what is something in your culture that is considered a courtesy or a sign of respect or polite behavior? In English, we say courtesy. So check out this image. In this image, we see 3 individuals, a woman and 2 men. But look at how the men are looking at each other. They look like they are very respectful. One of the men has his hand on the shoulder of the other guy, while the other man has his hand over his heart. And it looks like he's saying thank you, and the other man is saying no worries, my pleasure. Courtesy, just their behavior helps us to see how respectful they are of each other. Make sense? Yes, excellent. All right, now I want us to check out these example sentences for this term. Here's the first example sentence. In many cultures, it is considered good courtesy to remove your shoes before entering someone's home. Next, demonstrating courtesy, such as using formal titles and addressing elders properly, is important in many societies. And finally, she was praised for her courtesy when she followed the local customs and traditions during her visit. So again, we have our first term, which is courtesy. Now, before we get to our second term, another good term, I want you to realize that we are looking at day 30. Each month, we have a daily English vocabulary book that includes 30 different topics. And these topics have different terms. So if you want a copy of the book we are currently using, which is book number 10, I want you to hit the link in the description. Get your copy of this month's daily English vocabulary book, and each day for the next 30 days, you can master a new topic and 5 new terms each day relating to that topic. So again, get your copy by hitting the link in the description. So now let's go to our next term. Our next term is custom. Good. Excellent. Again, custom. Great job. Now, what is a custom? So, a custom just refers to a traditional practice or habitual behavior specific to a particular culture or group. A practice, a behavior that people from this culture or in this country do on a regular basis. It is a custom. Excellent. So check out this image. I mentioned earlier that one of the customs in American culture, and it's also seen as a courtesy, is to shake hands when you meet someone for the first time. These 2 individuals in the image look like they are meeting each other for the first time, maybe at a business conference or for a business meeting, and they are shaking hands. So again, this is a custom. Makes sense, right? All right, now let's check out these example sentences. Here's the first example sentence. The custom of bowing when greeting someone is prevalent in several Asian cultures. Next, understanding local customs can enhance your travel experience and help you avoid cultural faux pas. And now our final example sentence. During the festival, participants follow customs that have been passed down through generations. So now we understand this term custom, and we have 3 example sentences. What about our third term? Our third term is norm. Good. Again, norm. Excellent. Now, this term norm just refers to a standard or typical pattern of behavior or social practice that is expected and accepted within a particular culture. It sounds very similar to a custom, right? Again, a norm, what is normally done. It's like the shortened form of that word. A norm, again, is a standard or typical pattern of behavior or social practice that is accepted and expected in a culture. So check out this image. In this image, we have 4 individuals, but it looks like only one of them is actually speaking. So it's a norm when someone is speaking, others will listen and wait their turn to speak. This is a norm. Being kind, being respectful by listening and waiting your turn to speak. Makes sense, right? Excellent. So our third term is norm. What about the example sentences? Check out this first example sentence. In many Western cultures, it is the norm to make eye contact during conversation to show attentiveness. Next, social norms regarding personal space can vary greatly from one culture to another. And finally, he was unfamiliar with the social norms of the country, which led to some awkward interactions. So again, our third term is norm. Great job. Now, our fourth term is another good one. I want you to repeat after me. Formalities. Good. Again, formalities. Excellent. Now, this term formalities just refers to specific procedures or rituals that are observed in social or official situations to adhere to cultural or institutional expectations. Again, specific procedures or rituals that are observed in official situations, and you do them or you abide by them because it's the culture or the expectation. Formality. So for example, let's look at this image of individuals sitting in a meeting while one individual is standing up. So maybe the formality could be at the beginning of each meeting, one person stands up and delivers the agenda that was discussed in the previous meeting. A formality, something that is done just because of the culture or the expectation. You got it? Excellent. All right. So check out these example sentences. Here's the first example sentence. The wedding involved numerous formalities, including traditional ceremonies and specific dress codes. Next, business meetings often have formalities such as exchanging business cards and using formal titles. Finally, understanding the local formalities can help you navigate professional and social events smoothly. You got it, right? Yes. So our fourth term again is formalities. Excellent. All right. Now our fifth term is gestures. Good. Again, gestures. Excellent. Now, this term gestures just refers to actions or movements made with the body, especially the hands or arms, used to convey meaning or communicate in different cultures. In English, we say gestures. So as you're watching me give this lesson, you'll notice I use lots of gestures. I want to make sure you understand and you can think as I'm delivering this lesson. I'm using gestures. What about this image right here? We see these individuals. There are 5 individuals and they're all smiling. They have big smiles looking at the camera and they're each giving a thumbs up. This is a gesture to say you're doing good. Everything is okay, right? A gesture. Makes sense, right? Excellent. All right. Check out these example sentences. Here's the first example sentence. Certain gestures, like the thumbs up, can have different meanings depending on the culture you are in. Number 2, in some cultures, gestures such as a handshake or a hug are common ways of greeting, while others may use more formal bows. And finally, misinterpreting gestures can lead to misunderstandings, so it's important to learn about them before visiting a new country. So again, our 5th term is gestures. Excellent. So again, we've had 5 terms related to this topic. Day 30, cultural etiquette in different countries. We've had courtesy, custom, norm, formalities, and gestures. Now it's time for us to take a look at a paragraph that uses each of the terms we spoke about today. I want you to listen closely as I read this paragraph. Cultural etiquette encompasses a wide range of behaviors and customs that vary significantly across countries. Understanding the nuances of gestures, formalities, and social norms is crucial for effective communication and building rapport. From the importance of punctuality to, and in some cultures, to the significance of gift giving in others. Mastering cultural etiquette demonstrates respect and courtesy. By familiarizing oneself with the customs of different countries, individuals can navigate social interactions with confidence and ease. Each of the terms you learned today could be seen and heard in the paragraph. Again, we spoke about cultural etiquette in different countries. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to get your copy of this month's book, Daily English Vocabulary, book number 10, and I'll talk to you in the next lesson.